Hi everyone, it's me. So, this first video is going to be about generational patterning. I want to pick topics and then speak about them, but also channel at the same time because I am a channeler. And I'm speaking about this subject first so that everyone will understand what's actually occurring out there, especially for twin flames. So this first topic of generational patterning is really important right now because the nodes are in Cancer. The North Node is in Cancer and the South Node is in Capricorn. But we have Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node in Capricorn. And basically, Capricorn is the patriarchal mindset, okay? Cancer energy is the feminine, the mother, love, emotion, healing through emotion, and love. Whereas Capricorn energy is all about the material, creating more money so that you will be okay financially and materially in this world. Now, I have South Node Capricorn, so for me, I'm not supposed to be in that energy. I already have, in a sense, whatever your South Node is, I have Pisces in the 10th house of Capricorn. So whatever your South Node is the energy you're actually moving out of. But you have already, in a sense, understood that realm to the point where you don't go back there. That is what your South Node is. And you're moving into your North Node energy. And for me, is Cancer. So right now, if you have any placements in Cancer or Capricorn, especially your nodes, you're going to be directly affected by this energy. And it usually has to do with mother, father, home, family. You know, most people don't have this kind of dynamic going on in their family. It's not really extreme unless you have those nodes, okay? And if you do have those nodes, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But my planetary node is Pisces, so I came here understanding spiritually what was going on from the time of birth. I didn't learn this in my awakening. I was awakened to the reality that everyone's not like that, okay? Because Pisces thinks all is one, everyone's one, love all, humanitarian, everything is love, everything is higher love with Pisces. However, in the third dimension, things are not that way. We're dealing with a very low energy. It's basically preschool for spirituality is how I see it. But how I used to be was that I would just go along with everyone and be sweet and kind, especially those who are really troubled, mainly because I thought that I could heal them because I had healed a lot of people. However, I was targeted, me and my children were targeted by many people who now will be going to jail for what they've done. And that's a really sad thing, but I've had to really accept that in my own energy field so that I just had to accept the reality that people in the third dimension are very dark. And I never experienced that dark realm fully because I was never really clinging to this reality because I know where I came from and I know where I'm going. So I was never attached to this material realm anyway. However, we are living in the material realm. We are living in this society. And the fact is that for generations and generations and generations, this planet has been going through cycles of the same darkness. So all the light workers and twin flames came in right now to move into really dark family patterning to clear it from the family lineage. That's basically what's happening. Most people are not strong enough to actually do this. And so what happens is the same thing that was happening to me, is that I was limited in what I was able to do because I was being controlled by this generational patterning. In the Bible, they call it generational curses, and that's exactly what it is. The lineages that are being attacked with this energy are often magical. They have magical abilities, and once they understand their magic and they understand their power, they are able to create things that you can't imagine and change the world. So obviously this world does not want that to happen, because people will all have to go through this transition. People will all have to come into unconditional love. And people are in fear of that. However, there's no choice. Okay? Everyone has to go into it because the planet itself is evolving. And so there's not much you can do. The energy of the earth is evolving. And so if you don't understand how to heal your energy field, if you don't understand how to heal your physical body, if you don't understand how to heal your emotional body or your mind, or come into your passion or the work you're here to do, then you will be gobbled up by this dark energy. And so that's where I come in. I'm a teacher, and I'm here to teach everyone through my own experience. And I didn't want to have to look at that realm. I kind of just always skipped through life happy, and people were very jealous that I was happy all the time. They tried to tell me I didn't love myself. And I thought it was weird, because in my head I would be like, God, thank you so much for making me me. I would never want to be anyone else. But then the outside world would say, you don't love yourself, and you need to learn to love yourself. And I was like, that's strange. I do love myself. It's just I see that other people spiritually are very they're lacking in spiritual awareness, and I was willing to overgive to help them learn. That's kind of where my thinking was. It wasn't because I didn't love myself. It was because I just thought I was like superhuman and could just heal everyone. Well, that was definitely ego. And it was just really truly I wanted people to heal, because I'm not someone who can be in this world and walk down the street and see all the suffering and not be fully affected by it. Like yeah, I can make myself, whatever I wanted to be, but then where would that leave the people that need the help? Okay, and so I had to go through these really dark experiences to see exactly what was going on in society, why these problems are being perpetuated, and who was behind it, and why do these generational patterns keep getting recycled over and over and over. I mean, look at the history of the earth. I never liked history in school, never. I would plug my ears, and my teachers would get mad, because I don't want to hear about the wars again and again and again. No, whatever we program our mind with is what we create, especially the magical people. And I will talk more about that in another video. But the generational patterning are the curses that have been put on the bloodlines that are magic, okay? And I'm currently just moved through clearing that from my own patterning and from my children. We've always been clear, we've always been protected, but what these people tried to do was keep me from my twin so that we can't do our mission work, so that we can't help heal the planet. The planet is already healing on its own, so they can't really stop it. But what they're trying to do is stop it, because they don't want to heal and grow, because the work is too hard for them. So what they do is they want to suck our light by keeping us trapped. And when I was trapped in that situation, I didn't even know I was trapped, just so you know. I had to figure it out all by myself through meditation. And I've meditated in the forest for a long time. For the past 4 or 5 years, I've been meditating almost every day, all day. Because I don't go outside of myself for information. I go straight to God. I go straight to my inner being. And this is why they tried to stop me. They tried to stop me because I'm not afraid to say the truth once I know it. And I am not afraid to stand up to anyone who tries to hurt me or my children. And I'm so not afraid of it because I know where I'm going. I know what this is about. I know who I am. And I'm fully protected. The only people that have been able to get to me are the ones that are the real manipulators. And they work their way in. And I will talk to you about that in future videos. This is only the first video. So the generational patterning is actually holding us back. And I was held back with my own generational patterning because these people were actually sort of nice to me, and it made me really confused because they would like stab me in the back, which I didn't know about because they do it very deceitfully, and then they would come to my rescue and try to help me. So I was so confused at first, like, wow, these people are really nice, they're helping me, but no. And I even remember having conversations with some of my clients in the past as they were discovering this about their own patterning. And I would say, but everyone is love. Just love everyone. Love everyone. Yes. Love everyone from afar. Put out your intentions, but you have to be very careful about who you bring into your life. That includes family and friends and anybody, any passerby that tries to distract you from your vision. And the vision is heaven on earth. And this is happening because they didn't take me down. And I had some really close calls. And it wasn't because of not having the material things I needed. It wasn't because I didn't have shelter or food or whatever. Because I can meditate. I can be a breatharian, like the people in the Himalaya mountains. I can do all that. Spiritually, I'm not lacking. But when it comes to this material realm and dealing with the energies that are coming through the people that are not awakened, that are not enlightened, and this energy can come through them and attack. Okay? So that's basically what happened to me and my children. And my children and I have been very hurt by this. And it wasn't that almost killed me, the material things. No. It was the emotional betrayal that the people that claimed to love me, my family, and all my supposed friends who were actually sent to try to take me down. It was so heartbreaking that I couldn't believe it, that it was the emotional pain that almost killed me. Because who would hurt beautiful people? Who would hurt a beautiful angel and her children? Okay? But now I have it figured out, and that's what I'm going to describe to you in these videos. I'm so glad to be back, and I will be making videos every day now because I'm finally out of the energy. And it took so much bravery, so much courage, and so much strength to get out of it. But because of you and your donations and your love, here I am. And I will tell my story, and I will link it to topics that will help you in your experience. And I will also be putting out videos about my new courses that I managed to complete throughout all of this. So everything I teach is about what I've experienced and learned and moved through personally. I never put information out there unless I have really, really meditated on it, sometimes for years, until I am 100%. So these videos are all about what I learned, and in this video, it's just the beginning of the family patterning, the generational patterning, and how this has a hold on your life and how you must clear it to move into your higher potential. All right. I love you guys so much. I'm glad to be back. I'm still feeling a tiny bit shaky from what I've been through, but you're about to hear the full story. Love you guys.